Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Profitable Coaching Conversation Show with Wendy Y. Bailey. I am indeed Wendy Y. Bailey. Let me just double check to make sure I'm in the spaces and places that I plan to be in and on. Yes, I am. I see myself there. Be sure that you say hello in the comments. Let me know you're here. Let me know, awesome. Let me know you're here. Let me see your name. If you would grant StreamYard permission, I can see your name. That would be awesome and wonderful. I do see that I am on YouTube and LinkedIn, and I'm also on Facebook. Hello for you who are joining me. I appreciate you popping in. I'm Wendy Y. Bailey, and I'm the host and the creator of the Profitable Coaching Conversation Show. It is a weekday web TV show and audio podcast. Right now, I'm doing 4 days a week. And in the next couple of weeks, I'm going to go to 5 days a week with a guest episode airing at least once a week. So I'm excited to be here to share this content with you. Let me tell you a little bit about myself for those of you who don't know me. I'm Wendy Y. Bailey. Everyone calls me Wendy Y. There's a backstory about that I won't go into it now, but I'm a 20-year veteran master business and sales coach known as your income acceleration mentor. It's because I show six-figure coaches how to grow and scale your coaching businesses to multiple six figures, adding zeros to your bottom line profits. Bigger, better, bolder bottom lines is what I say. So I'm glad that you guys are here. The last couple of weeks, I've been sharing content in series to make sure that you get a little nugget from each one. Today, I'm going to talk about three gotta do's, three things you must do to make transformation easy for your coaching clients. I want to make sure that you know that you can type hashtag replay and let me know you watch the replay. You can also post questions, and I will be more than happy, wherever you're watching me from, I'll be more than happy to come back across those platforms and check and see if I can answer questions. You can also share your comments, your questions in the comments, and I'll respond to that as well. So, I've been on this kind of kick of talking about how you really build your coaching business, what you need to do to grow your coaching business, right? And the topics that I've chosen last week and this week, over last week and this week, have all been related to you really understanding coaching, how coaching works, what you can do to elevate your coaching business. Elevation is my theme for this year. So whoever wants to elevate, I'm taking you with me. Okay. And elevation means that you are growing to a higher level or higher heights. So you've heard me use terms like world-class service. I talked about that yesterday. I talked about elevation. I talked about scaling. That's really preparing your business for growth. And a lot of what you're doing when you prepare your business to grow and scale specifically is making sure you have the right infrastructure that builds up that your business and positions you so that it's easy for you to scale. It's easy for people to enroll in your programs. It's easy for you to track your progress. It's easy for you to create strategies that help you to grow and scale even more. All of that is what I've been talking about the last couple of weeks. And today I'm talking about transformation. As a reminder, this is a prelude, a preview, if you will, to a masterclass series that I've created for you. And you can go and find out more about at elevatewithwendy.com, elevatewithwendy.com. Thanks again for being here. I really appreciate it. Let's get into these gotta do's. The first thing I want to say about, I've said a lot already, but let me say this about transformation. When you identify your most ideal client, right? And when I say your most ideal client, I'm talking about the cream of the crop, the most ideal, the bestest client that you can serve. When you know details like demographics and psychographics of that ideal client, then it makes it easy for you to understand what kind of challenges, what kind of problems, what issues are keeping your most ideal client awake at night, right? When you know that, then creating the transformation and helping them create transformation is a whole lot easier. What I see too many coaches in the marketplace do is they'd say, "Oh, I'm really good at this. And because I'm really good at this, that's what I'm going to help people with." Well, part of that is true. You need to be really good at what you do, but you've also got to be really clear about who you do it for. That's your most ideal client, not just anybody, everyone, somebody, they, them, all. Those are not terms you want to use when you are clear about who your ideal client is. Yes, it's a customer avatar. Yes, it's an ideal client profile. I call it ideal client clarity and the power of one. Ideal client clarity and the power of one. That means one ideal client, one, one, one core problem, one core problem. And yeah, you need to know the symptoms of the problem, but it's really important for you to understand that you're there to solve one problem, not all of the woes your client is experiencing. And if you feel like you've got a lot of problems that your ideal client is facing and you can help them solve all of them, rank them. Decide which problem is the highest priority for your ideal client and how you want to serve and solve that one, right? Then you can talk about problem number two and problem number three and problem number four and five. And that's when client retention happens. But you want to get clear about the top number one problem that your ideal client is facing. And when you know that top problem and all of the core problem, and then all of the symptoms and the circumstances your ideal client finds herself in because of that one problem, then you can design a comprehensive solution for that problem. And I told you we are going to talk about the three gotta do's of transformation, and this is where it comes in. When you understand one ideal client, one core problem, and the one comprehensive solution that you've created to solve that problem, you have a very bird's eye view, close hand, up close and personal view of how you can create the kind of transformation your ideal client is seeking. When you know the comprehensive solution as a direct response or solution to the problem your one ideal client is facing, then what happens is you can build out this comprehensive solution. You recognize the kind of transformation your ideal client is seeking. You can help deliver them to that transformation. You know what kind of tools you need to create and help them with to solve that problem. Well, Wendy, why? I know my ideal client's core problem, but I'm not quite sure how to craft a solution or how to language the transformation to them. Well, when you know the problem, the core problem, and all of the circumstances and symptoms, then you get to hear sound bites that the client is saying to you about how the problem is showing up, right? You hear the client expressing the kind of transformation they want, right? My clients come to me. Let me just give you an example. My clients are six-figure coaches who want to grow and scale their coaching businesses, right? That's my ideal client in a nutshell. There are other demographics and psychographics, but I want you to hear that part of it. When they come to me, they're having trouble. They're spinning their wheels trying to grow and scale their coaching business, right? And that spinning their wheels means that they're posting a lot on social media and they're not seeing the kind of traction that they want. They're not seeing the kind of results or engagement or interest in what they're offering, right? And because they're not seeing that, my comprehensive solution is, you know what? The transformation is they want to see engagement. They want to see traction. They want to see an impact in their numbers. They want their sales to go up. They want their enrollments to increase. They want their bottom line profits to soar. They want to be able to charge at the right level that helps them grow and scale. I could go on and on and on, but the example I'm giving you is really about helping you to understand how you build in transformation. Because clients, when you understand who your ideal client is, the core problem, the comprehensive solution that you offer, then the question you ask yourself is, how do I help deliver my client to this transformation? What's the strategy I can give them? What's an exercise that we can walk through? What kind of tools do they need to make this happen? What kind of insight can I share? And how will they know they've successfully achieved the transformation? Well, because they've achieved the transformation, just in the example I gave you, they're going to have more sales. Let's start with engagement first. They're going to have more engagement. Once they have more engagement, they're going to have more enrollment. That means, more sales, bigger sales. They're going to have greater profits. And at the very heart of all of that is what kind of pricing they have for that ideal client. So the transformation will come through a process or through stages. And that is transformation that you can create easily when you understand it. I have coaches ask me all the time, what about exercises? What kinds of things can I do to really help them? Focus on the transformation and how you can deliver them to that transformation. And then the how part of it really is where you stand in your gifts and your strengths, right? You can do quizzes, you can do powerful questions. These are just some tools that I talk about. Powerful questions, you can do what I call magical metaphors. Then you can use instruments like guided visualization. You can use meditation. You can use challenges. You can use so many things, what I call evolutionary homework. There are a lot of tools that hey, Monique AJ Smith, there are a lot of tools that you can use when you are creating transformation. The cool thing about any kind of comprehensive solution you create for your most ideal client in your coaching programs, through your coaching sessions, the work that you're doing with your clients is, again, you get to do it based on your strengths, based on your gifts, based on what you do. The thing that I always tell people is, people who see what you're doing have insight into what you're doing, right? But there's a Chinese proverb, and I always get it mixed up. So let me slow down so I get it right. I see, I remember, I hear, I forget, I do, I understand. What that means is people can see what you do, they can hear what you do, but if they do what you do, or they do something, you engage them in the process, the application of that solution, then they're going to understand. And I'm a believer that the transformation is easy when you take your clients almost virtually by the hand and walk them through applying the content that you're sharing, applying the solution, applying the concepts, applying the tools, the systems, the process, everything that goes into that. That's what makes it easy for them, is when you're there, you're teaching them how to apply what the transformation, the solution. That transformation is easy when they're engaged in it, when they're applying the concepts that you're learning, that you're there to teach them. When they are walking through that whole process with you, it makes your ideal clients go, wow, I can do this. I recently did a session with one of my academy members, and she was trying to get ready for Black Friday, and so we talked about who her client was and who she thought would buy around Black Friday, right? And we were open about that. It was not like a guess. We were open about it. And then we talked about what strategy she needed to do to get in front of people for Black Friday. She walked away from the session going, wow, not only do I have a strategy, but I know that you've walked me through that strategy. I know how to immerse my clients in what you've taught me in the way of that comprehensive solution. And now I'm ready to deliver something on Black Friday that people will take advantage of. That's the beauty of how coaching works. You give people what they're looking for, you give people transformation, a solution, but it also represents a shift in their way of being around the problem that they originally presented. If people come to you and they're not different after they work for you, then you've got an opportunity to improve your application process. The way that you deliver your solution, the way that you serve up the transformation to your client must be something that invites them and engages them in change. And it's hard for a lot of people to change. Even if you want change, that doesn't mean you go through it easily. So your comprehensive solution and that transformational process that you take your clients through has to be something where they feel safe, they feel held, they feel led in your expertise. You're there to guide them. They feel supported. You're there to answer any questions. So use the tools that are there for you to use, right? I told you powerful questions, magical metaphors. You can use quizzes. You can use guided visualization, guided meditations. You can use evolutionary homework, whatever that looks like. When people are engaged in the activity of transformation, it makes the transformation easier for your clients when you're in that space with them. Okay, it makes it so much easier. Again, if you're watching on the replay, be sure that you type hashtag replay. If you're here live and you have questions, be sure that you post your questions on the platform where you're watching me. I am live streaming on LinkedIn, 2 YouTube channels, and my Facebook profile page in 2 Facebook groups. So I'm in a lot of places, but that don't let that stop you from asking a question or making a comment. When I think about transformation, the last thing I want to leave you with is transformation really does boil down to value for your most ideal client. When you're talking about making transformation easy for your ideal client, they got to see the value of what you offer. They've got to understand the depth of your experience and your education to be able to help them get delivered to that transformation. They've got to see what that value looks like. Sometimes it's real numbers, sometimes it's something tangible, sometimes it's something intangible. But even if it's intangible, it's measurable, and you can count on making it easy and measurable when you use tools that help you to do that. And here's what I mean. I talk about there being 4 types of value, and this is bonus content I didn't plan to share, but there are 4 types of value. There is financial value, there's business value, there's personal value, and then there's lifetime value. Those are the 4 Wendy types of value, right? Those are my definitions. Financial value is all about numbers. It's about a return on investment. It's about metrics. It's about risk and numbers associated with risk and investments. When I talk about financial value, as it relates to my coaching, I talk about getting a return on investment. You're going to double your investment. You're going to triple your bottom line profits. Those are real numbers. When my clients have written testimonials for me, they talk about they invested so much and it yielded 4 times their investment based on the work that we did together. There are plenty of testimonials I have that say that. I have clients who say I double, triple, quadrupled my income because of the work we did together. Those are all financial value. That's about numbers. The second type of value is all about what I call business value. That's about efficiency, effectiveness. It's about productivity, and all of that can be measured, right? If somebody is producing more output of stuff, right? Work products, deliverables, lead magnets, great content, books, whatever it is, then that's an increase in productivity if they didn't do it before you guys started working together. So being able to convey that in effectiveness and that efficiency is important for people, right? And I don't know if you've noticed, there's a language associated with financial value that I gave you. There's a language associated with business value. And personal value can seem subjective. It really is you digging out and ferreting out what that means. When someone says, "Oh, I have such great clarity after working with you," I ask the question, what does that mean? What are you clear on, and how has that helped you? So it becomes less subjective and more tangible when you can get your clients to tell you what that value looks like. Again, financial value numbers, business value is all about efficiency, effectiveness, productivity. Personal value can seem intangible and subjective, but you can always continue to ask questions and clients will give you the soundbite. Well, my relationship is better because of this. Well, what does better mean? Oh, I'm a relationship coach. And, because I was able to help my client, this is me kind of painting a picture for you, because I was able to help my client in this personal benefit, right? Now they're going on regular dates with their spouse. Now they have, greater understanding and communication around their finances. Those are just some sound bites that are personal values in nature, in essence what it is. But there's a tangible aspect to it because better doesn't capture it all. Yeah, greater clarity, better relationship, whatever it is, the more you ask questions, the less subjective it will be. And then the last type of value, again, these are the Wendy Y types of value: financial, business, personal, and lifetime. Lifetime value is sort of the gift that continues to give, right? It's your catchphrases, your isms that you share with your clients. And when you share these um, isms, you share these catchphrases, your clients begin to associate the catchphrases with you. One of mine is I charge for that. People out in the coaching industry know that I charge for that. Those are words for me. I even have a book called I Charge for That. I wish I could rewrite it, and I may rewrite it and edit it now because it's been a few years ago since I wrote it, and there's been more experiential knowledge that I have I'd like to pour into it. But I charge for that is one of my catchphrases, right? So when you think of what you say and what you become known for in the marketplace, Monique AJ Smith is here, and I know that your word when you're looking for something, when you're serving up something, is blueprint, right? We know that about you. In the same way, your clients look at you, and long after you've supported them, served them, you guys have worked together, they still see you in social media circles. They see you in the marketplace, and they're like, oh, Wendy Y taught me, I charge for that. Or Monique taught me blueprint, right? They associate certain things with you, catchphrases, your isms with you. And because they associate those things with you, it becomes a lifetime value element to them because they're still benefiting from those catchphrases and those isms that you've shared, even if they're not working with you today. It's also how you retain clients. Clients come back to you because they know what you've done to help them falls into one of those four categories, and they can count on that kind of success in the future. And so clients want you to create transformation for them. They want to be able to recognize the value of that transformation. And more importantly than that, you want to be able to articulate the value, which is also articulating the transformation that you're able to deliver for your clients. It's not just for coaching, but it's for all businesses. But if you're a coach, you've got to be able to language. You've got to be able to language what you do in delivering transformation in a way that speaks to your clients that you want to engage and attract to enroll in your coaching program, services, and products. That's the beauty of value. It's the beauty of making sure that you are clear about what kind of transformation you deliver. And then it becomes easy to employ the tools that will help you deliver that transformation to your client. Like I said, the tools are things like, and these are my terms, right? It's powerful questions, magical metaphors. Magical metaphors also include stories, breakthrough strategies. You can also have evolutionary homework. You can do quizzes. When you are engaging your most ideal clients in the application of the solution that you offer, transformation naturally happens. You don't have to push hard. You don't have to give away the farm. You can be very, very intentional about what you're doing, and clients will love you for that transformation you're taking them through into. You can make it as fun as you dare. My clients call me the mama coach or the auntie coach. I have clients who do both, right? And it's because I have a kind of no nonsense way of delivering it, but I also make it fun. I also let them know that they're held in the space. And that's what transformation really means. It means that you're there to facilitate that transformation for your client. You give them an application of the tools that will guide them to the transformation, deliver them to the transformation. And they, after working with you, they're different than when they came. right? That's the beauty of it. This has been a preview of my masterclass series that's coming up. If you're checking it out, if you go to that website, elevatewithwendy.com, just know that the time is going to change. Right now it's at 9 p.m. Eastern, but I'm actually going to move it to 7 p.m. Eastern on those exact days, the 17th, 18th, and 19th. So be sure that you sign up for it at elevatewithwendy.com. All of that information is coming through. And for the first 25 people, and I've had a few people who have signed up, but for the first 25 people who have signed up, who sign up, I'm actually going to give you a bonus piece of content. So you're going to get something that I call a premium piece of content. And I'm excited to be able to share that with you. So go ahead and go to elevatewithwendy.com. That's elevatewithwendy.com and sign up for the masterclass series that's coming up. As a reminder, it's going to be at 7 p.m. Eastern, not 9 p.m. Eastern. That's a little late for most people. And, I was kind of thinking people are on my time. But definitely go sign up for that. If you're catching me on the replay, type hashtag replay. Be sure that you leave me a note in the comments, or if you have questions, you can leave your questions and I'll come back and respond to those questions. So this is Wednesday, and tomorrow I'm going to be sharing another topic, another great topic. And the topic I'm sharing tomorrow is how to build your six-figure coaching business with integrity and trust. How to build your six-figure coaching business with integrity and trust. It may sound easy, but I got to tell you, there are some tricks of the trade, if you will, to help you ensure that you're focused on integrity and trust. Those are two of my values, my business values and personal values. So, what I want to say to you is I'm going to give you some tools that will help you get clear about integrity and trust and how that shows up in your coaching business. So thanks everybody for watching. Again, type hashtag replay if you're catching the replay, and I'll see you tomorrow for another episode of the Profitable Coaching Conversation Show with Wendy Y. Bailey. I look forward to seeing you then. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.